Crawford's about to fight.
Yes, he's gonna fight Canelo.
Oh man.
I just hope he's big enough. I hope he's big enough to keep that dude off him, because Canelo hits so hard, man.
That's one dude that, like, I believe all the talk.
He's damaged. Yeah, he's a slick boxer, and he's also a good puncher in the welterweight division, in the junior welterweight division, in the lightweight division. But even at junior middleweight, which is where Terence Crawford had his most recent fight back in August, when he moved up and he won a world title.
It's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most, and maybe Crawford can hit him with some unexpected shit. And because of the repetitiveness of Canelo, maybe he can time him. Maybe he can counter-punch with him, because Crawford is unbelievable.
While many consider Canelo Alvarez one of the best boxers in the world, Joe Rogan believes Terence Crawford is on another level. Points to Crawford's dominant performance against, highlighting his flawless timing, high ring IQ, and ability to outthink and outmaneuver opponents. Those qualities give Crawford a real
About to fight.
Yes, he's gonna fight Canelo.
Oh man.
I just hope he's big enough. I hope he's big enough to keep that dude off him, because Canelo hits so hard, man.
That's one dude that, like, I believe all the
Crawford, yeah. Oh, he's good.
He don't just be saying shit. That dude.
They tried to say that, like, Errol Spence was damaged because of what Crawford did to him, because he was damaged from the car accident. I'm like, maybe. Or maybe Crawford would have done that 3 years ago. I think he's that good. He's just so skillful. He's so slick. And when he gets, and he's also the best guy in the sport at switch hitting. He'll go from southpaw to orthodox and be just as good and trip you up. Like, you think he's going to start southpaw, he starts orthodox. You prepare for orthodox, he's fighting southpaw. He feels
like Canelo. Terence Crawford revealed on the Joe Rogan Experience that his goal is to become a 3-time undisputed at clear. That Canelo Alvarez's size doesn't intimidate him, brushing off any concerns about the weight difference. Emphasize his confidence in his skill set and strategy.
That would be crazy.
I want to be 3-time undisputed.
To jump up like that, 21 pounds?
Yes.
What do you walk around?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, you don't want to tell me.
I don't know. You know what I mean? But
how much time would you need to prepare for something like that? Would you gain weight? Would you do anything?
I'll definitely have to gain weight.
Yeah.
You know, and I just believe in my...
Showing no hesitation and embracing what he sees as a rare and exciting opportunity, Terence Crawford heads into his upcoming clash with Canelo Alvarez unfazed by public opinion. Despite being the smaller man, he views this as just another challenge in a career built on overcoming obstacles. Has a history of thriving under pressure.
You know, Canelo's not a big guy. You know, he's 5'8".
Right, fought at 52 when he fought Pacquiao.
He's
or when he fought Floyd, rather.
He's big, like muscular wise, but far as like height,
right?
Nah. So yeah, that wouldn't be nothing that, you know.
And this fight offers yet another chance to silence the doubters. While many believe moving up in weight to face a naturally bigger opponent is a risky move, embraces the difficulty. For him, heart, skill, and mental toughness are the ultimate equalizers. He's not just fighting for glory, he's out to prove that true greatness transcends weight classes. Terence Crawford's decision reveals that it's not driven by money, but by legacy. As Boxing Raphael noted, Crawford isn't chasing a paycheck, he's chasing history.
The people that I hear him now, you're too little. You know, Canelo gonna break you. He's gonna stop you. You come from 147, that weight too big, this and that. I can hear it now. And that just excites me to go in there and just be like, okay, let me prove him wrong once again.
That fight would be gigantic. If Canelo gets through Jamal and then you guys fight, that fight would be gigantic.
And it's crazy because, like, in the past interviews, I was like, man, Canelo too big, man. It's weight classes for a reason. I was like, nah. But in my mind, in my heart, I don't think nobody too big.
He's the chance to accomplish something no one else has done. Even if it means taking the hardest path, Crawford is fully aware of the danger that comes with facing Canelo Alvarez. It's not enough to be confident. Beating Canelo requires near-perfect execution. Every feint, counter, and round must be handled with tactical brilliance. It's a high-risk move, but it's exactly the kind of challenge that can redefine a fighter's legacy. Commentators have shared a range of opinions on Crawford's chances, with one perspective gaining momentum, drawing parallels to win over Canelo.
I think Terence Crawford is a marvelous boxer, arguably the best in the world, pound for pound. but can you hurt Canelo? If you can't hurt him, I have no doubt he can outbox him. My issue is, if you can't hurt him, what kind of a challenge can you truly pose? What do you say to
Case how disciplined movement, punch variety, and precise timing can neutralize Canelo's. Analysts believe Crawford would benefit from footwork and ring control, which disrupted Canelo's rhythm throughout the fight. However, it's crucial to note that Crawford isn't a conventional fighter. He adapts rather than imitates. If he can absorb the key lesson strategy while staying true to his own style, uncover a blueprint capable.
Great chin. Now, I go back way back when he first came to the United States and started boxing, and he found himself on an HBO pay-per-view undercard years and years ago, fighting against the older brother of the great Miguel Cotto. His name was Jose Miguel Cotto, and he had gotten a ton of hype. He had signed with Golden Boy Promotions, and a lot of those of us in the media. And I had seen him a couple of times before that. This is my first time seeing him in person, really paying close attention. And he almost got knocked out in the first round. And I remember Stephen A., all of us looking around at Media Row going, what the heck is this all hyped about? This man can't take a shot. He's going to get drilled. He was lucky that the fight was over, that the round was over in round one, or there might have been some much more trouble. Stephen A., that was like, I don't know, 16, 17 years ago. I've never seen him wobbled, rocked, physically, visibly hurt since then. He has an all-time great chin going in the ring with tremendous punchers. Terence Crawford coming up 2 weight classes, do any damage. Yeah, he's a slick boxer, and he's also a good puncher in the welterweight division, in the junior welterweight division, in the lightweight division.
Capable of beating Canelo. Benavidez raised a controversial yet thoughtful concern about Terence Crawford's upcoming fight with Canelo Alvarez, while acknowledging Crawford's elite skills and the massive appeal of such a high-stakes showdown. He questioned the physical demands of moving up in weight to face a naturally bigger opponent. Benavidez made it clear that his doubts weren't about Crawford's talent or heart, both of which are undeniable, but rather about the risks involved in stepping outside one's optimal weight class. Weight divisions exist for a reason. Benavidez.
Crawford throwing his hat in to want to fight Canelo at 168.
I mean, everybody wants to fight Canelo. It's a money fight, you know what I mean? I think even Inoue would come up to fight Canelo. Canelo wanted to fight him. I mean, I don't want to see Crawford to fight Canelo, to be honest with you, but it would be. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a great fight. It'd be a great fight, but I feel like if I deserve my opportunity, and after this fight, what else are you gonna say? You know what I mean? This is a tough fight. You know, the top people ranked at WC are fighting each other. So I mean, it should be an easy call. If I can't get those fights, then I'll go up to fight Bivol, or I'll go try to, I set my conquest on 175. Like I said, I don't want no handouts either. I want to, earn my spots everywhere I go, even at 175. But, I see that weight class, I want to become champion at 175, and that's exactly what I'm
argued. They're designed not just to create fair matchups, but to protect fighters' long-term health and performance. When a fighter like Crawford, who's already moved up multiple divisions successfully, decides to climb even higher to face someone as physically imposing as Canelo, it's not just a bold move, it's a dangerous one.
What do you think?
That's going to be a great fight, too. I can't believe they made that happen. Turkey's been making a lot of great fights happen. You can't really hate on it. But I'm excited for that. I know Canelo is so big, so strong, and I think he'll be too big. Weight class doesn't matter for me. Last question, Ali. He said to you,
one. While fans are drawn to the excitement of a fantasy matchup, boxing purists like Benavidez are more cautious. They worry the fight could end up favoring Canelo not necessarily because of skill, but because of natural size and strength advantages. Benavidez's warning isn't a shot at Crawford's courage, it's a realistic take on the price of chasing greatness. He admires Crawford's ambition, but urges people to understand the risks that come with it.
Cal Derone of Fight Hook News here with Trainer of the Year, Bo Mack. How you doing, champ? How you feeling?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just sitting back enjoying the fights.
Got some fights tomorrow night on Pro Box? Some fighters you training?
I got a new kid in the stable, Levante Early, 18-0, so, see how he gonna work out.
Now the big super fight was announced, the super fight everybody's been waiting for, Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford.
For Benavidez, the concern is not about losing a single fight, it's about the potential long-term toll on Crawford's body, speed, and reflexes. As thrilling as this matchup is, he believes it's crucial to weigh legacy against health and fairness.
He motivated. He ready to go.
He's been waiting a long time for this fight, you know what I mean? You guys are taking off a long time, just waiting for the Canelo fight. You haven't fought since August last year. Do you think that's going to make him better, sharper?
You know what? It's gonna make Bud wiser. Make him wiser. Give his time, his body to heal up. You know, rest up a little bit. Little dinks here, dinks there. You know, take his time, getting in shape, get his mind right.
Now,
go in there and do it and make it happen.
A lot of people's talking about the weight. They're talking about that, you know, Bud going up 2 weight classes. He didn't look in spectacular form at 154, but, you know, he's going up in weight to face a bigger...
Dominant performance against highlighting his flawless timing, high ring IQ, and ability to outthink and outmaneuver opponents. Those qualities give Crawford a real edge even against a seasoned champion like Canelo. Terence Crawford revealed on the Joe Rogan Experience that his goal is to become a 3-time undisputed at clear, that Canelo Alvarez's size doesn't intimidate him, brushing off any concerns about the weight difference, emphasize his confidence in his skill set and strategy.
His experience, his weight, and how big he is, you know, and I think he'll overpower Terence Crawford like in the later rounds.
And lastly, Conor Benn has arrived here in New York. You obviously had that big fight with Eubank. What did you think of that?
Oh man, that was like probably one of the best fights I've seen in a long time. That was an amazing fight. They put up both of them should hold their head high. Because that was just an amazing night of boxing. Like that was just boxing in itself right there. So it was an amazing fight. We should both, you know, I know he lost, but you know, it's not really a loss when you put a show like that, you know. I mean, yeah, maybe a loss on your record, but you gotta win. You should keep a win in your heart for that.
Showing no hesitation and embracing what he sees as a rare and exciting opportunity, Terence Crawford heads into his upcoming clash with Canelo Alvarez unfazed by public opinion. Despite being the smaller man, he views this as just another challenge in a career built on overcoming obstacles, has a history of thriving under pressure, and this fight offers yet another chance to silence the doubters. While many believe moving up in weight to face a naturally bigger opponent is a risky move.
Why he don't want to take a fight with me? If it's all about business, then you doing good business. If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you know, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want $200 million for Benavidez, and he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168, your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So, you know, he got that in the back of his head. You know, this guy, for one,
embraces the difficulty. For him, heart, skill, and mental toughness are the ultimate equalizers. He's not just fighting for glory, he's out to prove that true greatness transcends weight classes. Terence Crawford's decision reveals that it's not driven by money, but by legacy. As Boxing Raphael noted, Crawford isn't chasing a paycheck, he's chasing history.
What do you think of that fight and then the weight discrepancy between it?
Well, the weight won't be the factor. The factor will be how Canelo chooses to make the fight. Yeah. Canelo comes out and does what Canelo should do, Canelo wins the fight. Yeah. If Canelo comes out and does what he shouldn't do, Crawford wins the fight. Yeah.
Well, with Crawford, what are Crawford's keys to victory when you are fighting someone like Canelo, who, albeit maybe not in height, but in stature, is a much bigger man than him?
Control the center of the ring.
Yeah.
If Crawford is allowed to control the center,
he's the chance to accomplish something no one else has done. Even if it means taking the hardest path, Crawford is fully aware of the danger that comes with facing Canelo Alvarez. It's not enough to be confident. Beating Canelo requires near-perfect execution. Every feint, counter, and round must be handled with tactical brilliance. It's a high-risk move, but it's exactly the kind of challenge that can
He's a great defender. He has the most solid punch resistance of anybody in the sport. Nobody's ever knocked him off balance. Nobody's ever really knocked him down. There's only one official knockdown in his career, and it was because he bounced off the ropes when Jose Cotto hit him with a hard shot to the chest. And the referee employed a strict interpretation of the rules and said, oh, the ropes held you up, so that's a knockdown. He's never been put on his back by anybody. He rides horseback every morning. His legs are the strongest in the sport. You're not going to beat Canelo until somehow, over a long period of time, Canelo
redefine a fighter's legacy. Commentators have shared a range of opinions on Crawford's chances. with one perspective gaining momentum drawing parallels to win over Canelo. Bivol's victory showcased how disciplined movement, punch variety, and precise timing can neutralize Canelo's. Analysts believe Crawford would benefit from footwork and ring control, which disrupted Canelo's rhythm throughout the fight. However, it's crucial to note that Crawford isn't a conventional fighter. He adapts rather than imitates. If he can absorb the key lesson strategy while staying true to his own style, uncover a blueprint capable of beating Canelo.